Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a makeup look inspired by an album cover. I got this idea from somebody that I am friends with on Facebook. I will insert her work right here. She got her inspiration from The Weeknd's Starboy album art, and although there is huge controversy around The Weeknd's new song, we're not here to talk about that. I have not even listened to it. I probably will not listen to it. So we're just gonna swipe left on that one. Actually, that was a swipe right. Swipe left on that one. And we're going to do a makeup look inspired by the Bohemian Rhapsody album art. And I've been wanting to do this for a while, like this idea, but I didn't know what art to use, like what colors to use, like what I wanted to work with. And I have been working with purples a lot recently, so I will be using, I just dropped my makeup wipes, Jaclyn Hill's 2 Volt collection palettes in Bling Boss and Armed and Gorgeous, the yellow and the purple palettes. To do that, I'll throw in a picture of the album cover right here. And purple and yellow is what really takes over in this art. There's a little bit of pinks in there, and like, you know, but really gonna focus on the purple and yellow. So I'm just gonna do like my basic thing. I'm gonna be using a bunch of new product, not a bunch of new products, but like some new products that I gotten in Ipsy bags that I have not used yet. One of these products has been on the market for like 68 years that I just have not tried yet. So if they're not new, they're new to me. And let's just get started. So I am going to take a couple of primers. These are both Maybelline primers. They're the Master Prime. This one is the Blur. This one's the Hydrate. I literally just put this in my porous areas. I sound like SpongeBob, because isn't that a word they use to describe SpongeBob? Like porous or whatever? I don't know. Forgot to put some on my nose. It is what it is. My mirror right down here, I moved it over so it wouldn't be in the way. I'm just gonna rub this in real quick. I still have not found a pore filling primer that works for my nose. I feel like I've said that before, but I don't know if it was in one of my videos that like I filmed and then never posted, but because this one like blurs right in here but not my nose, and I don't understand. Okay, cool. So I'm just going to quickly do some color correcting, because unlike the beauty gurus, they don't have to color correct. I have to color correct everything. So I'm going to do that real quick. And I'm going to be using these Revlon Photo Ready color correcting pens. I've never used, I've used them once, but like I've never used them in the past. So I'm just going to quickly do that while you wait. It would probably be smart to not do this since I'm using like a new foundation to me, but it is what it is. It's already done. And I do use green for my redness, which you know I have, and I know you know. And I use orange for my beautiful dark circles that my mother gave me. Thank you. Be right back. The next thing I'm going to try out is this Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Full Coverage Foundation. Is this even for dry skin? Oh man, we're going to find out the hard way. I've never used this before. This is obviously a sample size. I got this in an Ipsy bag. I am going to do a half face with a brush, half face with a sponge type of situation. I've never done that before. I used to use it. This sponge did not get that much bigger when I wet it. This honestly probably isn't even the biggest sponge that came in the 3 that I got, but whatever. Setting myself up for a loss. I have been using a sponge for like 2 years, and then I switched over to a brush. I don't know why. I just like how I don't know, for some reason I like how the brush applies it. That's just the tea. I don't know. You know, whatever. This is the It Cosmetics, I don't even know what brush this is. Oh wait, hold on. It's the N110. It's like so worn off. I've been using it for so long. I hydrated my skin, hydrated my under eyes, so still send your prayers to the comments. Thank you. I did do a little tester to see if this was even my shade. It seemed to be fine. I'm just gonna start with little bits and start here, work my way around. My problem, I don't know about you guys, but my problem areas are like my smile lines, because foundation likes to sit in my smile lines and make me look like I'm 30 and not 22. And like there's only like really one foundation that doesn't sit in it, like in my lines, like drastically. And believe it or not, it's a Maybelline foundation. Like shout out to Maybelline. Like, my NARS one sits in my foundation like an hour after I put it on, which is ridiculous, but it is what it is, I guess. So I'm gonna finish up on this side real quick. Be right back. Okay, hello. We love wonderful lighting for a professional YouTube career. So, as you clearly cannot see because of this lighting, I do like how it looks. Hello, hair. I do like how this looks. It does match me, I think, nicely. I could be wrong. I think it looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna do the other side with my sponge. Let's see how that works. I have not used a sponge in so long. Let's just see how much it absorbs and see what it works. Okay, so that little bit did go a long way. I'm just gonna add a little bit more to help us sister out in some areas. Okay, as for like shade matching, I think Ipsy did like so good. I've only ever gotten like 2 foundations, including this one in an Ipsy bag, and they both have been like really like true to my shade. So good on you, Ipsy. Obviously with this little spot, this is not getting covered like at all. And I don't want to keep piling foundation on top to, you know, I don't want to risk any cakiness. Because if I like this look enough, I might wear it out to public. So I don't know, like that little area is not getting it's like not covering it up. Let me go with my brush real quick. Okay, no tea, no shade to that sponge, but this brush really really helped. I feel like I have so much foundation on this side. Okay, other than that, it does feel like lightweight though, so I don't know. I feel like this is just one big conspiracy theory. We'll have to see how I feel about this later. So next I'm just gonna throw on some concealer, a Tarte Shape Tape. I'll be right back. I'll try out this sponge again. Okay, that did my concealer pretty well, I think. Cool. This sponge is not a total drag. I got it for Christmas, so it's not even like I wasted money. I don't even know what brand this sponge is, to be honest. I threw away the packaging when I put everything away. Next, I'm going to set that, and I'm going to use this Luna by Luna powder that is leaking everywhere. I still have not used this. I got this in an Ipsy bag a long time ago. Oh, I see why it's leaking. Because it's broken. Oh, well that sucks. But whatever. We'll see how this... Oh, this is very white. I don't know, sis. I don't know how I'm gonna like this. I don't know. It's like in the pan, but it's like falling everywhere. I'm like not really getting anything. Like you see it though, right? Like nothing's really coming out onto the brush. I don't know. This whole top part just came off. Okay. And I'm really sad because like I like... Okay, well that just helped. I like this brand. Oh my god. I like this brand because they have like really pretty like eyeshadows and highlights and everything. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot set my face with this. I'm just gonna set the concealer areas. I'm gonna go on my Maybelline because I'm just gonna throw this top part away because obviously all the good stuff is at the bottom of this. Well, I definitely look highlighted. Okay. Who knows? Maybe it'll grow on me. Oh, that powder has a... Do you see that powder has a sheen to it? I wish I knew that before putting it on my under eye. I'm gonna do my eyebrows off camera to try to save myself further embarrassment. Be right back. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay, so we are definitely sisters and not twins. If you haven't noticed from my previous videos, one eyebrow is set up higher than the other. I don't know what to tell you. That is just how they are. Thanks. Thank you, next. Okay, so we're gonna move on. Try to save this to bronzer and blush. And here I got this for Christmas. It's from the Too Faced Fruity Tooty thing that they had going on. My friend got this for me for Christmas. And in mine came a lip product and this bronzer highlight duo. And I have used this bronzer before and I thought it was, you know, interesting. So we're going to use it again on a nice clean brush because I did clean my brushes. So we're going to see how this looks on the skin. Trying to darken up my face a little bit so this powder doesn't look too intense, but I don't know if this is really helping too much. I think this bronzer may be a little too warm for me. It was nice the first time, but that's probably because I don't think I used it on its own. I don't know. Whatever's left I put down here. to fix this double chin situation. God, I still can't get over this. Like, I didn't know. Does it say that it has a sheen? It just says translucent powder. No, it just says translucent powder. It doesn't say, hi, I'm shiny. Like, Tamatoa who? I'm shiny. I'm using my Butter Blush by Physicians formula, of course. It's one of my favorites of all time. I'm just gonna spray some Fix Plus on this real quick. Like, I know we're getting at like a queen type of look here, but I don't know how I feel about this powder. Let me, like, hold on. Like, I like how it looks on my nose and on like my cheeks here, but like, I don't know. It definitely gives you like that dewy vibe. I don't, like, my chin looks fine. I don't know, my eyebrows are whack. What else is new? What is happening? So, I'm gonna grab my MAC blending brush, the 224, and I want to do a halo eye, and I want to do like purples on the outer and inner corners, and like a nice goldeny middle. So let's see what God wants. Let's see what God's plan is. Let's see. We're just gonna start with Hush Hush. Like always, when I use this palette, I always start with that shade as our transition shade. My eye's watering. Oh my gosh, please don't do this. Alright, not even gonna lie, even though I'm using a new foundation and a new powder, my makeup feels really light. Like, it really feels like I'm not even wearing anything, which I like. I do like that. That's nice. So we're gonna throw this shade everywhere in the crease. Real quick, comment below what your favorite song by Queen is, and if you've seen this movie. I have seen this movie 9 times, so I'm not gonna expose myself, but and nobody better expose me in the comments either. If you know me, you know how many times I saw it. Don't say anything. I need to act like I've only seen it like twice, okay? I've been a fan of Queen since I was like young. Like, my parents, we grew up on classic rock, and you know what, like, I've known like Queen songs here and there, like I've known like Bohemian Rhapsody, like another one by Sid, like all the big ones, right? I saw the trailer for this movie and I was like, oh my gosh, like that looks like it could be so fun. So there isn't like a purpley enough purple in here. You know what? Hold on. Get another brush. I'm going to grab this Morphe M513 and I'm going to mix Sparks and Rockstar together because these make a really nice purpley color. And anyway, so I wanted to see the movie and I was like, oh, this looks like really, really cool. Okay, work. Alright, so I'm going to throw this in the crease and then I'm going to work this into the inner and outer corners, but we're going to do the crease first. And I was like, oh my god, like this movie looks like it could be like so fun. And when I went to see it, like my life had changed and I was like in love with it. And not to mention, like, Rami Malek did such a good job as Freddie. And I saw, he was in Breaking Down Part 2. That was the first time I ever saw him. So I've known this dude since like 2012. And dude can act. Like, he's really good at what he does. And I'm gonna go back into Hush and blend this mess out. And he did a really good job as Freddie. And ignore that. And Ben Hardy, shoot, he did so good as Roger Taylor. Like, Roger's like my favorite from the band. And he did such a good job. All the boys did. Gwillem did so good. Gwillem looks just like Brian May. Like, breathe if you agree. Joe Mazzello did so good as Deaky. Like, he really looks like he could be his son. Which is crazy, because Deaky has like 17 kids, so it's possible. Alright, this is like more of a purpley, like a dark purple than we're going for, but you know what? I think Freddie would approve, so like I just go through life like, what would Freddie do? And Freddie would do this. So I'm gonna go do the other eye real quick. I think all of these purples being mixed together is giving me like a purple that I'm kind of looking for. I mean, you know, of course my right eye would get better than my left eye, but that's just me showing favoritism to the right eye because I am right-handed. Usually the right side looks better, but the right side is my favorite. And if that's sidest, then so be it. We're gonna bring out the yellow one and we're going to open it and put something fun in it. So let's see, coin. I feel like classified is gonna be too difficult to work with. That's nice. All right, let's see here. We have coin and guilt trip. Let's see. Definitely, yeah, coin is more fun. We're gonna do coin. So we're gonna go into coin. We're gonna coat the brush and we're gonna just put that right in the middle. Okay. I love doing halo eyes until you actually have to like even everything out. Then it becomes so stressful. So we're going back to Hush and we're gonna blend. Going back into Sparks and Rockstar, we're gonna blend. And then I don't know if I mentioned this before, I honestly don't remember, but I did take just Rockstar and put that on the inner and outer corners. If I didn't mention that already, that's what I've been doing. So we're gonna take a little bit more of Rockstar, which I think is just so suiting because they're all rock stars. And we're gonna, you know, blend out this gold moment. Right now I'm going to take, what brush do I want? I'm gonna take this Morphe brush. This is the M518. It has no product on it, and I'm just gonna blend everything one, like, not one more time, but enough. Okay, these are starting to look more like reverse spotlight eyes. Oh, more than anything, but you know what? Trial and error, my friend. Trial and error. So now we're going to do the bottom part, and I'm just gonna do that off camera. I'm just gonna go in the same order: Hush, the mix, Rockstar on the inner and outer, and I might actually put a little bit of the gold in on there too, so stay tuned. So for inner corner highlight, I'm gonna try out this not like try out for the first time, but like try out as inner highlight corner, this Supernova shadow from ColourPop and Kathleen Lights in the shade Constellation. This dries fast, you have to work with it pretty fast. So let's see how this works before it dries on me. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's see. Okay, that didn't really work well. So we're going to VIP our way into the after party. It looks very metallic now that I put VIP on top of that Supernova shadow, which does not look bad, I don't think. I mean, especially not for a Queen inspired makeup look, definitely not. Okay, oh hello. All right, we're shining up to Freddie Mercury. Okay, so I'm going to do my lashes real quick and then we will use this cool new little highlight. Oh, by the way, the mascara I was using is the Total Temptation by Maybelline. While that is drying, we're going to take this. I have used this once before and I loved it. Let's see if I love it again. This is by Nomad. This is Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Illuminating Highlighting Powder in Midnight Sun. And let me show you. It is a nice little champagne-y pinky color. But it's not like, I don't think it's too pink that it like looks bad like on fair skin. So we're gonna add it into the powder we already have on our face. Thank you. Do I even need any on my nose? No. Are we gonna put some on anyway? Yeah. You know that if Freddie Mercury was alive today, please, he'd be the queen of highlight. I don't think did they worry about highlighter back in the 80s? Because I know that's when he did a lot of his like drag. So like, let me know down below, because I honestly don't know. I wasn't there. So I was born in 96. I wouldn't know. My brow bone is still popping more, but it is what it is, I guess. Okay, cool. So once this is like, now that this is done, I think my under eyes look 10 times better. I still don't like how it's sheeny underneath my eyes, but I do think they look better. So I'm gonna set this. I'm gonna set this with this dewy, what is this? NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. So for the lip color, ooh, I didn't even think about this. This is such a bold look. I should probably go nude. Okay, so we're gonna prime first. my lips are not exfoliated for the matte lipstick I'm about to put on it, but embarrassment is all part of the plan. We're going to take our ColourPop Kathleen Lights Aquarius 2 in the Ultra Matte Lip formula because it's super nude and super gorgeous. Cool. I just like to live my life like what would Freddie do? And Freddie would go for long wearing matte liquid lipsticks. It's obviously uneven. Let me fix this. Hold on. I don't want to layer it on too much because that's just a disaster waiting to happen. And to put on top of this, optional, I'm going to put on this new Fluid, is that how you pronounce this? Lip gloss, and this is called Elsewhere. Got this in an Ipsy bag. Let's see how this looks on top. It is, I think it's blue. Like, I don't think it's just a liquid inside, like I think it's blue. But I don't know. Nice. Well, this is the final look. I will definitely do close-ups in 1 second, but this is the faraway glance look. My eyebrow highlight is still like the best thing about this entire look, which is so sad because the focus was supposed to be on the eyes, but it is what it is. So I'll throw in some close-ups right here. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you want to know what I'm going to be up to, all my social media will be listed down below like always. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! So you can't really see, but here in my smile lines, it did sink. Nothing too crazy. And I did not set my smile lines like I normally do for some reason, or like forgot to. But this foundation really held up, I think, nicely. I don't really see anything like missing, except, you know, my smile lines. And there's a little bit of creasing around my nose, which is, those are problem areas. I expect it. The powder is still kind of, you know, luminizing, still sheeny, that never went away. But yeah, I mean, the bronzer, like I said, terrible lighting, but it's still there. Yeah, I have to test out this foundation a little bit more, but so far so good, y'all. Thanks for sticking around.